the silver monkey goes down into the oblivion.
No. This would be when Kirk Frog would be yelling, "Oh no!" And he went to the thing. Oh, the mummy got him! Oh no!
You must climb up and down the temple gate, but be forewarned, there are vampires up ahead.
It's not as intense as it was on the actual show. It's actually a pretty, somewhat slow song.
It sounds like we'll be in like a Game Boy Castlevania.
It does.
Yes. And with that awkward transition, welcome
Yeah.
to the podcast.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
I recorded it with you guys, you know.
Oh, we did it.
No.
Sigh.
Sigh.
Alright, so we just got off our train back from C Nation. Quite a trip. Quite a trip.
On a trip of debauchery.
Oh, afternoon.
That book.
Episode. What was it for now?
I don't fucking remember.
Yeah, it's probably four.
Anyway, yeah.
If it's not four, you're editing it. It's that.
Or I won't.
Or L Prime could come in.
You're in for a treat, man. Again.
Whatever episode this was.
We're great at this, guys.
Wow! Look at Dan. He's been MIA for 2 weeks and he's already with joy and glee. How you been, friend? Let's start out with you. How you been?
You know, school.
2 weeks.
How's your couple of weeks?
Well, I went to school and then I went to work. And my life is dull and meaningless.
That's
Wow!
Wow.
Oh, it's good to have you back, shit.
I love you too. Actually, wait. I mean, this isn't episode 4 then, probably, because then
Yeah, I think it is episode 4.
several. Wait, so did you guys not do
No.
podcast after I was
No,
with you?
No, we missed you so much and your enthusiasm when you talk about your week. We really did miss it.
I'm
So
sorry.
we want to wait just for you to talk about it.
My weeks never
We
have.
had to know.
My weeks never have anything.
House monster, bitch. Is she still being a monster, bitch?
I already explained the story
Yeah,
in the
now
car.
I'm fucking tired in the car.
Unless you want me to.
That monster, bitch.
Unless you
Going
want
to
me-
my store, having 2 heart attacks a day.
Unless you want me to re-explain the fucking
I
story.
had to inject her with penicillin.
I think
to
you
keep
guys-
her calm.
Have
Okay,
you
so
been
I guess
playing
I do-
anything new?
So I
this-
guess I do have what?
Yeah, go on.
Oh, wait,
Just-
so
just do
sorry.
it.
Okay, so yeah, so no, the other day she came in because she's
Mind you, she's this lady that keeps
She's-
going into a store.
she keeps going to my store like every few days just to
I
get
like to think that
just
it's
to
just
get
a-
Monster.
Yeah, Monster, which is, if you don't know, an energy drink that can kill you.
By the way,
If you drink too much of it.
If you drink too much of it, like her,
Like anything.
for example.
I'd like to think that
No,
this
but
woman
the
is
thing
just a
is-
figment of his
the
imagination.
thing, no, because other people know she exists too, because she's like a legend in our
Then
store.
they're all in.
I feel like though,
She's like a legend in
I
our
feel like
store.
though energy drinks, when it comes down to it, like when you drink too much of it, is really not that much in terms of drinking.
But the thing is that
Just pour a bag of sugar.
the thing
down
was
his
that
throat.
like
Whatever that
she
sentence
made
meant.
she made an entire episode about because I only had enough money for 2 monsters and she wanted to buy 3
Oh, that monster.
and I was like, so just get the 2 and just
Fuck off.
you can get the other one.
Come back later. Who
You
cares?
can come back here tomorrow. The
Hashtag cash
the monster will still be here. She's like, no, but I need my 3 monsters before I go to work in the morning. I'm like,
You
it's
don't
fine.
actually.
It's fine though. It's like you only really need 1. I don't even think
You don't need
I don't
one.
even really think you need any. But just 1's good. But she's
You
like,
know, man, there's a
I
7-Eleven right
I
down
got-
there. Go
I
away.
have to have my 3, and I have to make sure I have my coupons.
My water monster.
Her not even her quarterly, her fucking weekly monster, and her coupons that she obsesses about. Also, because CVS is all like, gotta get your coupons, so she has to be all like,
Gotta get your coupons.
I have to make sure I gotta get all my coupons in the week.
Well, do you have her email?
No.
But you have to collect emails.
I don't know who did it, but someone already did it, so I don't have to do it. I don't care anymore. But anyway,
She'll be kept up to date with that monster review.
Until the day she dies.
I'm
which
like-
will be next week.
Like honestly,
Wow.
like honestly, I'm not surprised. I'm really surprised CVS doesn't send her fucking special coupons because she drinks so much fucking Monster.
You're a monster.
Because she buys it like every goddamn week.
She's gonna get
She should
paid
she should just
Monster brand casket.
like she should just get
With neon lights and shit like a fucking lowrider.
Yeah.
Like a fucking race car and
Stickers everywhere.
and the casket is lined with Doritos.
shit.
like I'm just waiting for like I'm just waiting for her to come in with like a buy two get the third free fucking coupon for fucking Monster.
Just fucking have it, Monster coupon.
Like I'm waiting for that day.
Her fridge is
I
made
really
of
am.
cans of
As much
Monster.
as much as you can carry free coupon.
To her, it's like gambling. She's gonna keep doing it until she eventually gets it.
She has to build that house, Dan. She's building that monster house.
out of all the cans.
All cans of Monster.
That's right.
This is worse.
Her
This is
problem-
where I
she
feel
doesn't-
safe.
She doesn't use like she doesn't.
I mean, at
use-
least she doesn't use waifu pillows.
she doesn't
so.
have insulation. She has Monster cans in her walls.
So instead of waifu pillows, it's now Monster cans.
Yeah.
Oh god. Which is also
Let's not talk about. Let's not talk about.
Get your foot off my external hard
It's
drive.
evolved
Sorry, let's
into
not
another
talk
story.
about that.
Close your
Okay,
mouth.
fine.
Anyway,
Anyway, so yeah. Besides Monster,
that's a personal story that shouldn't be on the podcast.
Then again, I don't know if Monster Bitch's story should be on the podcast either.
I want
But you know what?
Pocket
This is
for
the thing.
Christmas.
This is the thing. It's the Monster Bitch Chronicles. Anyway,
Monster Bitch Saga.
the Monster Bitch saga.
Episode 2.
Yeah.
The Monster Menace.
The coupons.
There's the monster
coupon.
mash. The monster mash.
She
Oh my
didn't shut
God.
the fuck up.
But then no, like all of last week was just all of like this coming week has been really annoying just because we've also been having inventory day coming up, which is actually today, ironically.
Ooh.
And inventory day really sucks because it's just like pretty much when my manager just goes crazy and has me come in like every fucking day, opening like every other day because apparently somebody's sick for some fucking reason. So I have to like
How dare their immune system break down on them?
Inventory. Do you have to deal with those fucking rigs people too?
yeah. So that's like pretty
I
much
got a story. I
like-
got 2 stories about that.
that's pretty that was pretty much like my entire work week was just dealing with fucking getting ready for inventory. So he just pretty
What a
much
thrilling life.
so
you
he just goes OD on that, and I'm like really upset. But then as far as game wise, I've just been playing. Well, I actually just re-downloaded
Boku no Hiko.
Shut up. I've just re-downloaded BioShock, the first one.
Neptunia.
Because now shut up. Anyway,
Dance Dance Revolution.
you
Hey,
can
don't
stop.
talk shit about that DDR,
You need to
son.
stop.
It's fun,
Anyway,
though.
yeah. So I re-downloaded the first game because like now I got recently I bought it during the Steam sale, and I just never played it, and I was just so now I just really am just in the mood just to replay the 3. So I'm probably gonna play 1, 2, and Infinite. Hopefully, that's probably gonna be my February.
Even though Infinite technically wasn't even supposed to be a Bioshock game.
Which apparently, according to people saying that it's not even really a Bioshock game, but I don't know because I don't.
It wasn't supposed to be, but then they were like, money though! Name it Bioshock! It was like, but wait.
Was Bioshock
I
even
mean-
really a multi-million seller though? Like,
It was popular enough.
I mean, it's kind of like how
yes.
it's
It's
kind of
like an established thing. No, put the established name on it, but it's not supposed to be. But it is
Shut
now.
up.
I mean, it's kind of like what they did with Starfax temperatures, because technically
Shut
it's just
up.
supposed to be called Dinosaur Planet. But
Yeah.
they're like,
Shut up.
let's just throw Starfox in it. There you go.
Basically.
So it's pretty much the same case. We need to know it's DJ's favorite game.
Slit your throat at night.
I,
Who said that?
I love you too, boo.
As I sharpen the knife.
Alright.
Was that your exciting week?
So
I don't know.
you decided
I don't know.
you decided
You've been dead till now.
Exactly.
you decided to
And then-
replay
Etrian
Bioshock.
Biohazard, yeah. Biohazard Shock.
I was totally about to actually say Biohazard, but
Biohazard. Bioshock Hazard.
Resident Evil.
What?
So much of a
Yes.
better name than Resident Evil. But anyway, I digress.
Bioshock.
I like
Hazard.
Biohazard.
Oh, I thought Bioshock Hazard.
The
was
thing
the-
is, for
the
the
new
first
game.
one, for the first Resident Evil, it makes sense, but for the rest of them onward, it stops making sense.
Call it
Yeah.
Bioshock Hazard.
Huh?
Wait, Bioshock Hazard.
Resident Evil makes sense in the
Oh,
first game because
gotcha.
they're in a giant house. They're in a mansion.
But isn't the second
Yeah.
game
The
is like-
residents are evil.
But the second game
But
is
then-
a station.
Yeah, but then the second and third are in a city, and the police station, and yeah.
And then
And then
it's
there
kinda
was a
like,
six.
It's kind of like how they translated like Legend of the Dragon or Ryuga whatever to Yakuza,
Yeah.
where it made more sense in the first game, and then the rest of them was like, oh, there's Yakuza there, but
It's still technically about the Yakuza and the Yakuza goings on.
I guess.
It's mostly Yakuza related.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Anything else with your week?
Is there anything else? No.
Alright,
Would you like anything?
so you played a bunch of Etrian Odyssey, which you have in your hand right now, actually.
Yes, I've been playing Untold
You
because
got-
good game.
You played the Bibbidi Shock. You're planning to play the Bibbidi Shock. The Bibbidi
I'm
Shock.
currently playing through the Bibbidi Boo Shock.
All good.
And me and Dan played some Final Fantasy: The Hunting Ground.
Oh, that.
I guess we can
For
use
sure.
that
Which I
transition.
kind of forgot to mention.
My
Which-
transition
Which by
into
forgetting meaning I did want to forget.
the transition into my weeks. 'Cause
Weekends.
Remember, it's weeks.
We haven't been productive lately.
Because school.
And
No, we've really been lazy assholes.
We've been independently productive.
Well,
Yes.
me myself, I've
That's the good
concerns.
word for it.
been concerning myself with the classrooms and the works.
We totally weren't watching Saint Seiya Abridged. No.
Shameless plug.
Sister. More like Mister. Stupid.
Fucking unicorn Jabu.
Anyway,
So
let's divulge into this chaos that was known as Final Fantasy: The Hunting Grounds.
oh yeah, Bob's week. So Bob's week. My week was Bob week. Yeah.
Can we also
Bob week.
We
Can we-
saw Bob's weekend. Wow.
can we dive
So-
come on, can we dive into Bob's chode moment of the day?
Of the day.
No.
We can't dive into chode moment.
No, we
of the
can't.
day.
No, we can't.
So that's enough. Anyway. So Final Fantasy: The Hunting
Super Bowl
Grounds. I'm gonna name dropping it. Just hoop hole in one. You can see me do that basketball pose, but I did it. I got a home run.
God,
Anyway,
Wait, such a fucking
wait, you got a
idiot.
home run in a basketball
also
game?
hole in one
You got a hole in one in a basketball game.
and a home run.
And a home and
Don't worry. We're off the rails as it is. Let's get back on the rails. So, Final Fantasy: The
All
Hunting
these
Grounds.
things don't relate to each other.
It is a game that you can play for free on Beyond.
I like that word free.
Don't like that word free. Beyond.
It's Beyond
Store.
without the E.
It's actually spelled BYOND.
So
BYOB.
So without the E, anyway.
Except that's C.
So Beyond is like this program where wannabe MMO creators can make their little wannabe MMOs. No offense, there are some good ones actually out
like
there.
Heavy Rain.
Shut up!
Stop. Anyway, so basically, I think it runs on JavaScript or maybe something. I'm not sure.
Pretty sure it's JavaScript.
Pretty sure it's JavaScript because they're very basic.
Like I've seen the code.
Yeah, it's pretty basic stuff. Like
And you're
God,
in it, Dan.
You've gone into the
Well, I'm
you
not
want-
in it, but I study it.
if you want to
So-
make your own MMO type deal, I think it does have a dev kit too. It's not easy to use, but whatever.
Learn Java.
I guess if you knew Java, it'd be pretty easy. It does seem pretty simplistic.
All you need is
And there is a community for it, just playing games still.
Even though
for
it's
some
as
reason.
dead is as
It can't.
Java
Even
is-
though Final Fantasy: The Hunting Grounds is dead as hell.
It can't
actually wait. What did the guy say? What was the description of how the game is?
It was like never just alone in hell or whatever.
It was like we talked to this one guy who was apparently just I guess moderating the
game.
fucking game chat, and he pretty much he said hi when both of us logged in.
He's like, whoa,
It was like
people.
It's like wait, it's like so you guys
Word.
are you guys old or returning? Or are you guys old or returning?
New
It's like the
or
same thing.
returners.
Are you new or returning? They're like yeah, we're
Old
returning.
returners.
They're like Good. So now we finally have people to bring life to this, like, dead, festering corpse that, for some reason, decides to unearth itself to give itself some air. Or some shit like that.
Some awful things.
It was like some really, like, depressing-ass statement. I'm like, why? I'm really sad about this game. It's apparently it's dying. But maybe this podcast will help bring it more life.
Maybe.
It's not dying, it's dead. It's a shambling zombie that refuses to stay down.
But basically, like,
That
and I
damn
guess
pulse
this
is
is
not
kind of a
fantasy.
drop. If you like old Final Fantasy, you should check this game out. I don't think it's easily searchable, but I will
Deleting the panda.
Okay, well, anyway, this isn't something people can see. They're deleting a thing on my computer, but anyway,
Panda.
stop.
Continue with what you're saying.
Yes.
You keep derailing me, you shit. Shut up.
Dan brought up a question.
All right, both of you stop then.
I love you.
Which you shouldn't have because they can't see it and it's none of their business.
So back to what I was saying.
Even though technically...
So,
they will just
basically,
Let him talk.
if you like Final Fantasy, old school Final Fantasy, definitely check it out. It's not easily searchable for some reason, probably why it's dying. So I'll put a link in the description below,
You
and
have
then you
that
too
power?
can try it.
And you do good for you.
And if you want to know how it plays, well, did you play Final Fantasy 1? Cool, you can party up with 8 friends and have big, dumb, turn-based battles.
Big booty quotes.
And then, when an ambush happens, you can't run, and there's a shit ton of monsters, and there you go.
And then me and Bob, pretty much the end of that day went from us being mauled by tigers.
Good.
Like literally.
Yeah, Dan got eaten. It was an
sad.
experience.
I was sad.
I'd say the only thing that kind of does suck about the game a little bit is just it is kind of a grind, which is again why I say play it with friends, because you play it with friends, the more monsters show up, and more monsters means more experience points.
And more
I
monsters
remember
need more
hearing
money.
idiots play that shit on Skype. It was, don't go in there, Dan. You're gonna get eaten by tigers. Great, you got eaten by a tiger.
I was right. I was so mad. I was right. Yeah.
like
A lot of cool,
I don't
classes. Like the hunter can turn into beasts and stuff. Very simplistic game,
Is
but
this
if you
an
like,
actual licensed Final Fantasy game?
no, it's not.
No,
Okay.
it's
Not
we already
licensed. It's a
said it's a
fan game.
free to play game.
No, we should
MMO
call it
thing.
free to games now.
Yes,
game.
it's a free to game
Free
for
to-
fans. made
Free to
by-
games.
Yes, free
Free
game.
games.
Free game.
Free game.
Anyway, so my point is, please, maybe hope, breathe the life into this game. All 9 of you listeners.
Wake it up.
Can't wake up.
So back to my general
Back
week.
to my whoop.
That's my whoop.
Having to deal with this snow was the worst.
oh yeah, snow sucks. by the
We
way.
got raped by snow twice. The
Jesus.
second time it was worse for me because I had to go to work. So
I
it
have
was
to go to work too.
like the second that it,
I had
the
to
second
as
that
well.
I was about to leave
I had
for
to
work.
shovel.
Yeah, the second I was about to leave for work, it starts snowing. And the second I get into near where my job is, I go over the bridge, and now I'm 15 miles an hour, and I'm late for work.
And Dan was.
And then I go home, all the roads are icy. 15 miles an hour on the way home.
Wait, was
Took
that when you
like an
called me?
hour.
Is that when you called me?
On the way there was when I
As
called.
you were doing your best postman impression from Hey Arnold. Hate the snow. Hate the snow. I hate the rain and I hate the snow. Man, I showed you hate the snow. Being on gold and our toes are too. I hate.
Whoa! There we go. So, also, in terms of video games,
And wow.
I played the Monster Hunter 4 demo, and so has Leon, and I'll let him talk about that because I
I
feel like
have too.
And I haven't even beaten or touched fully.
I didn't even think you'd touch it, Dan. Because
I actually did.
Oh
I
my
didn't know
God.
that because there's no fucking crafting in it.
We're
I
friends.
know it made me so sad, and that's
So I
why-
thought you'd just quit.
Well, I didn't play it that much
You
because
quitter?
because there wasn't crafting
You
in it.
quit.
I mean, because for our friend was like, gotta go speak, kill, fucking what's his name, frog bitch.
Tetsukabra.
There we go. Gotta kill Tetsukabra. In 4 minutes, scrub. I'm like,
Shubba-blah-blah.
and I'm just like, no, because like, there's no point in trying to speed kill it because I can't craft it any faster. And then he's like, but give your life purpose. I'm like, fuck you, bye.
Anyway, so I'll let Leon talk about Monster Hunter in a bit. But as for what else I've played, I've been playing Street Fighter 4 more since I have it on PC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
By the way,
it runs well. The online plays way better than it is on consoles. Too bad it has half, if not even, the player base.
The fan player base is so crazy.
You're always derailing me. You two of you, shut up.
I'm not. Listen.
But we're indestructible.
I'm giving you.
Alright, I'm done with my
singing,
week.
No, I'm just singing.
Bob, stop it.
Just keep talking.
Come on, little birdie, take me down.
Just keep talking.
Don't be the last man standing. I'm waiting for
Anyway, you fuckboys.
You're playing Street Fighter, and also you're playing Just Cause
2. Which is a game that I should have played. I'm done. Leon, you go.
No,
These fucking people.
No, keep going.
You're being shit too.
These fucking people.
Keep going.
I'm being.
I don't think he appreciates your background music.
I didn't do that for you. I'm just saying. I'm just pointing that out there.
Okay.
Anyway, Just Cause 2 is a game I should have played years ago. That game is so much fun. I haven't had this much fun playing an actual shooting game that's a sandbox in years. I love grapple hooking on helicopters and things. I love grapple hooking enemies to missiles and then they go flying like ragdolls.
Like Batman.
I'm cooler than Batman. I'm just a really cool Hispanic guy named Ricardo running around.
Ricardo, the Scorpion.
The Scorpio. And also all the accents are terrible.
I'm doing my kiss a kiss.
Like the one lady who's a part of like the Reapers. She's like, my name is Solio Soldan or something. I don't know. I forget. Some really hard to pronounce. We are a part of the group known as the Reapers.
Is that game?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus!
It's that game.
The Reapers.
No, I remember this game.
The Reapers. So
That was honestly the only thing I knew about that game. Was that one scene.
yeah, it's a really good game. Even 5 years later, it holds up. The third one's coming out, and I think that's gonna be great. Look forward to that. That was basically my week. Leon,
didn't Just Cause 2 just become like a super amazing thing because of modders?
Modders, yes. They
No,
modded
it was already a super amazing thing, and then
Even-
it came out for PC, which made it even more super amazing because more people can play it, and then it became even more super amazing because somebody made a multiplayer mod for it.
Yeah.
I just thought it was super amazing because of the multiplayer. I didn't know it was good. In the
No, it was
Because-
always it's
Because
already
multiplayer was a
wacky.
mod.
It's already people wanted a multiplayer for it because it is wacky and stupid with its grappling hooky dumb trick, do some fucking crazy shit action.
Tony Hawk Pro Grappler 2.
Yeah.
The token.
And hey, I can basically fly, glide, fucking parachute, glide, parachute, glide,
Yeah,
parachute.
I figured out how to do the tech. I figured it out. I have to grapple the ground slightly ahead of me, and I can keep in the air.
Grapple, glide, parachute, fall from a high place. Oh wait, I can just grapple the ground to break my fall for some reason.
Makes sense, even though you're falling even faster. Yep.
No,
Also,
but-
Ricardo can roll off a mountain just fine, like a rag doll, just like ugh.
Don't worry about it. He's just a crash test dummy.
You don't even need that much of an incline to start fucking flying squirrel in it.
Yeah. Oh, and they're adding a flight suit to the third one.
Even though he was already basically a flight suit.
Yeah, but now you can be your own jet plane, so you can go really fast.
Now you could be your own flying squirrel.
Which is awesome, because one thing I will say that you're not when you're doing this, the grapple glide combo is fast. Now you can be fast. So anyway, that was
I
my
always
week.
wanted a flying squirrel.
That was my week.
I think
Of course, right at the end, I'm being cut off too. Leon,
you're really taking a.
how was your week in risk of you being cut off?
I just wanted to talk about the flying
So
squirrel.
my week was like
Wait your
this.
turn,
and
you're
I
just-
told
Flying
my
squirrels
impression.
are awesome. We know the girl in fucking in Samurai Champloo had one. Okay.
They're not good pets though.
I do want one though.
You can't have them. They're not
Why?
pets. You can't domesticate them.
Do you see what happens? Do you see what happens?
Oh my God! We're creating banter.
It was DJ. He went into it.
You're a banter.
If it
Alright.
makes you feel better, you can. I'm sorry. If it makes you feel better, you can interrupt me as much as you want. I would
Try not to create banter when someone else is already talking.
But the banter must live on.
Stop! Okay, so my weeks will start out with fucking Monster Hunter demo. Fucking, I was donated a monster code by Marlon.
Shout outs to Based Mark.
I got my adopted
Suna.
code in the mail.
Yes, I did.
Suna.
I got mine in
Her
As you
name
know
is
him in-
Precious.
Your boy Suna, go check out his streams when he's playing whatever.
When he's probably Guilty Gear and then bitching about Blaze Blue and how much he now hates that game. When he used to be a top man.
Guilty Gear or fucking sometimes fucking Dragon's Dogma.
Yes.
Dojima.
But anyway, got a code from him, played a few things, and I'm just not gonna touch it again until the actual game comes out.
Yeah,
Because I want to be able to use armor that I want.
See,
is
he
the
wants to
main
craft.
issue. But it feels
Craft
really
is strong.
good. The hammer is still the hammer.
hammering it up. I think it had like the least new things.
Yes, it had no new things other than you can jump off things and hammer them now.
Yes.
Good luck.
And you can maintain a charge while jumping as well.
And you can maintain a charge while climbing,
Yep.
which is nice.
A lot of little things.
Mm-hmm.
But every weapon got overhauled.
For
Hopefully
the
the
most
bow's
part.
usable again.
And not, I wonder if there's going to be a Kelby bow in there that's going to be absolutely busted.
Now the blast element, which replaces slime, is nowhere near as broke as slime.
Mm.
Nerfed it to high hell.
That doesn't mean the Kelpie bow is not shit though.
But it's not busted.
The Kelby bow's not busted? You said that loud.
I guess, maybe the replacement, like, go out and quest yourself weapon is going to be the charge axe.
Maybe.
Because that fucking, that charge explosion swing is really, really good.
When 4 came out, that weapon was considered mediocre by like most of the people, but now they gave it so much in this game that it's like one of the best. It's so good, but not easy to use. Like,
By no means. The two new weapons have a lot of systems going for them.
Yeah,
What do you mean by system?
the insect glaive was actually really confusing. when it
Like
first
the insect glaive, like gathers up like juices or whatever from the monster, which you can use to like amp up your attacks.
Oh, so they like incorporate like different shit now into like what the weapons.
Like
Well,
the
it's
two
just-
new
it's just the
weapons
two new
feel
weapons.
like different. It's different gameplay.
So it's not just like an elemental effect like that fucking sponge hammer or anything.
What?
Yeah,
The sponge hammer.
I don't see where you're getting at.
it was.
The jaw
It
hammer?
doesn't just use elements like poison or lightning.
Or like a water
I'm sure they
effect.
do have.
Well, they probably have elements. It's just that.
Yeah, I'm sure those weapons
the
have elements,
Kinsect
but they have like
the Kinsect
systems
is
like
like
they
a-
gather like attack buffs.
That's
and
what I
shit.
mean. Like that's a different thing. That's awesome.
And the charge axe,
That's
like
unique to it.
I would assume that they would keep elements like if there's a fire enemy, you can use a water element. Water element, you can use thunder badge.
the charge axe has like a fucking counter block that can fucking dizzy things that keep charging at you.
So you have a dizzy punch.
Sure,
I
You just,
don't know.
you just wanted to say that?
Yeah,
it's fucking amazing.
I succeeded in that.
But what else have I been doing? I've been
Misfits.
Yes, I've been binge watching Misfits.
On Hulu.
That on DJ based DJ.
All of our
Plus.
Hulu because I binge off of you people.
It's so good. The show's so good. I'm
I'm
late.
watching.
I know. Fuck you. But now I have
Now I
now,
don't care.
now I can binge the whole series. I don't have to wait for episodes. So suck my dick.
Fuck you.
Yeah, fucking.
It's better to do that anyway.
One of my favorite
binge watch.
episodes that I recently watched is like an old Jewish guy got the power to fucking travel through time, and he went back and tried to kill Hitler, but he was too old and weak. So Hitler overpowered him, and like his cell phone fell out of his pocket. So the Nazis got advanced technology and won the war.
Wait, what is this?
Misfits. It's basically
This is an episode of Misfits?
it's shit ass
Misfits is-
British prisoners.
Yeah, it's like Heroes, but it's good. It's basically a bunch of dickheads get powers.
I can identify with that statement because I watched Heroes all the way. got really stupid when Sylar wasn't evil.
But yeah, a bunch of jerks get and like regular ass schmoes get powers. Some of them not that good. Some of them broken.
So like use of stands.
Kinda. There was a kid who had one of the most like evil fucking enemies, fucking villains was a guy with lactokinesis.
Lactokinesis.
Oh yeah, that was like that JoJo ass power,
He
right?
can control dairy products.
Yeah.
Good.
And he would walk up and just like, that's the cheese you you ate earlier this morning. I'm going to clog your arteries with it.
Oh no. Can you control cows then?
No.
Oh.
No, he can like control.
Cows aren't
the
made of milk. They just produce it.
So he could control their udders.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
But he was running around just killing people with the cheese and milk and shit that they
That's
ate
already ingested.
previously.
Thank God I'm not a dairyman. Have you heard that? Have you seen that new study
What?
from like I forget where it's Harvard that's saying that like people who binge watch are depressing.
What?
Apparently, like there's a
Are
study like
depressing to other
Depressing
people
or depressed?
or depressed. Like people who binge watch usually are people that don't get out much, don't have social interaction, all that stupid BS.
Well, that's people who like chronically binge watch. They just like sit in front of their Hulu or Netflix like constantly, just like racking up shows within like weeks' time.
You telling me I'm an unhappy person?
No, I'm saying that you didn't watch 3 series in 3 weeks.
He probably has actually.
No, I haven't
It's-
actually.
Okay.
I love you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're talking about chronic binge watchers, not people who latch onto something for a while and then binge watch it and then fuck off
I
something.
mean, I binge watch pretty hard, but like I have the time to do that at work now.
Because he didn't do nothing at work.
I didn't do shit.
Because it's all cold and shit. No one want to be
That's
outside.
Back
Nobody want to be fishing and shit.
Back to me. Back to you.
So what else have I been doing? I've been
Video games.
what have I been playing? No, I've just been playing the fucking 3U and
Catching up.
Be rising.
yeah, I beat the shit out of Rising. I beat it on. I might go back and beat all the other. Nah, I'm not gonna play.
There's
I'm not gonna play Blade Wolves again, but I might go back to
combination complete.
combination complete. I might go back to Sam's and do that
Sam is so good.
on Revengeance mode.
Well,
But
there might be a reason to in a story that we have later on the podcast.
I knew,
I have to eventually actually play the Metal Gear Solid games, except for one.
but yeah.
It's fun to,
And also, I've been editing together
Vids.
podcasts and videos. I'm in a really weird situation with the Eyes on Crash right now because I have like 2 half episodes done. So, and we're trying to record the 3rd one, which is supposed to be the next one up.
Right.
Yeah.
And me and Bob still have to do the intro for all 3 of those.
Leon's slowly creating his own mini empire of podcasts.
Yes. Check out my Smoke Break podcast.
And
Smoke break.
and
I'm
this
on one
podcast
episode.
and the Eyes on Crash but you don't own this one, DJ's podcast, which is
I
the
don't.
best of them all.
It is. I can't deny.
Can't
One
do it.
episode. That's all it needs.
Also,
No, there's another one.
I know we keep saying it, but Onimusha is coming. I am actually editing it.
Hold on, it's coming.
I have six episodes in the bag right now. So
So you can finally expect all 9 of you.
right here, you hear. Someone else scared. You heard that? That's the Onimusha. That's it. It's in the bag.
We're not drunk.
Yes.
We're also very organized and like each other. Right, Bob?
Also,
That was a mummy.
downloaded that new DS3 tool so I don't have to fucking accidentally get linked to a Chinese website every
That's
now and then.
right. So if you're listening, don't use DS3.
Get better DS3. It's literally named
Is
Better
this
DS3.
recent news? Because I've had that happen forever.
It's literally named
I've
Better.
always been linked to some, and it seems like a very, very
No, this isn't new. It's just
shady underage porn Japanese site.
that's not the site I get linked to. But whatever.
I think there was like a grown man in a bath.
What?
I'm not even shitting you.
What?
That's what I saw when it like because I open up DS3 and my web browser pops up and like it's this Chinese thing, and I swear to God, there's one with like this middle-aged Chinese man with glasses, smiling very creepily at a girl.
So if you don't want that to happen anymore, then
If you don't want China to invade your laptop,
That's why the
lost their
police are
China
always knocking at my door.
demographic. Sorry, China.
It's probably the same reason why Bomberman got arrested.
We're not talking about this right now.
I don't think I can emulate properly that.
That's who invented the DS3 tool.
You shit.
It was so he could.
Shut it right now. Okay? Thank you. Now, Leah, I want you to go back to talk about your week. And you to keep your damn mouth shut. Okay?
Oh.
Okay, thank you. Now go.
Call me Queen King.
Yes.
Okay, so if you don't want China to invade your computer, get rid of the DS3 tool. Get better DS3 tool. It's literally named Better DS3 tool. The interface looks better. It doesn't look like absolute dog shit.
And it
And
literally
you can
works.
use it offline without having to fucking jerry rig it to do so.
Yeah, sometimes
Oh,
like
funny.
I just plug my controller in and it just opens like that. I don't have to do anything. It's so easy.
I turned it on. I tested it with Revengeance. It works nicely. And then I downloaded Melty Bullet and played it. And I was like, wow, I'm not going to play this until somebody plays me. And I forgot.
Another link in the description below.
In the comments, please.
Anyway.
So, yeah.
We need to shout them out too.
What?
We need to shout him out.
Oh, Lil Karibo has come.
Karibos.
Lil Karibo's come back. He's doing the fucking Mark Remark, which is amazing. He's doing
So good.
He's doing the "We'll still here, we're still here" thing, which is nice.
It's not. It's a bit like. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's good for him. It's a bit too depressing for my taste.
He always ends it off with the nice, not depressing thing.
At the end, though.
Yeah.
Like every time I look, because I always start up a video, and it's always like in a very monotone voice, like all that stuff, and I understand like the reason for it, and it is a good thing. It's just like, I'm gonna go back to watching you make fun of Booker T, and talking about how Kofi Kingston is a thing, and he has done it here.
Well,
in
you're
WWE.
not depressed or going through depression, and it's not for you. So
And I think he uploads Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged on Team 4-Star's site.
I
yeah,
don't
he's
even
a part of their site now.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how to spell depression. It's with a D, right? We're halfway there.
So yeah, good for you, Lil Karibo, fighting your depression and doing that Mark thing, which is. I looked at it, I was like, I don't know if I want to watch another wrestling thing.
I didn't take that he was that smart with wrestling.
And then I watched it, I was like, yes!
It was a very
So
enlightening.
good!
It was
Now we can't wait, and I don't even watch wrestling. I mean, I know enough.
Now you know enough.
Hey guys, don't forget to listen to DX podcast. They're a podcast, right?
Stop!
Oh, it's so cute. I mean, it's completely understandable, but it's just adorable.
That was totally adorbs.
Anyway, so I guess we're up to DJ's week.
You guys want to interrupt me?
I think we're basically up to DJ's week.
Oh, that's
I
it for the
guess.
podcast. Bye. No.
I guess I might as well
Stretched
do
for
this.
time because schoolboy has to do his school
It's
homework.
9-6.
Listen.
Listen.
I have something I have to hand in by like 11:59. So yes, I actually have to get this done.
Ooh.
Why don't you do it while we do the podcast?
Cause I don't have my laptop with me.
Whatever,
Oh,
let's keep
It's
going.
one of those. Hi, my name is DJ. I like long walks on the beach. And,
What did you do this week?
Oh, what
or
did
a
I
couple
do?
of weeks?
no, it was a couple of weeks. It's just been, yeah. That's a week.
Really?
I watched all of Victory Gundam.
That's quite a personal victory for you there, buddy.
So I've watched pretty much all the UC timeline now. I've watched
Except
it
for
in order.
G-Reco.
That's not. I've heard that's not part of the UC. I hear it's part. It's after UC.
It's
So
still
it's not part
on
of
the timeline.
No,
though.
no, it's on the timeline, but it's not a part of the UC timeline. But it is part of like the main canon timeline. So watch that.
Gundam has a cannon.
Yes.
Yes.
A couple of
Besides like the cannons that they used to shoot people.
Besides Scourge Regalia.
What?
What? You know, Darth Vader had like a deadly plant flower in space.
Good.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
So, Victory Gundam has my favorite pilot out of everyone because I didn't like Amuro during the mobile suit because I thought he was too much of a bitch. Keep in mind, I understand that like his dad went. Well, his mother died, right? And his dad went insane, like bonkers, and then like a bunch of people died in front of him, and then he loved this.
He
girl.
saw war.
He saw war. And war never changes. And then Zeta Gundam, Camille had his parents killed, and Jared needed to avenge everybody. Poor little baby. They were just too much bitches for me. Like, that's the thing. Like, Double Zeta being the awful piece of shit that it is. Just absolutely awful piece of shit. I did like Judah. Because I did like his character that you know, he was like, oh, I'm tough and rugged. I grew up in the mean street of this colony that's just a waste dump. Let's go scrap these parts for cash. Yeah! And then they met Yaza and I'm like, oh, you shits.
What'd you do to him?
What did you do? The Titans were crap, I know they were, but Yaza was the best. And Shiraka with his, like, den of lovers. And Yazan. So I watched Victory Gundam, and Uso is definitely my favorite pilot. Very dark. I wasn't going in thinking it was as dark it was going to be. I think my problem with that series is, like, compared to the other Gundam series that I've watched, not as many iconic villains. Like,
Because they die.
no, it's not that. It's like their appearance didn't stand out to me as much as it did, like, the Zabi family, like Dozel Zabi, like Jared of the Titans, all that stuff. Like a few. You can keep on rolling.
You're getting the ball rolling.
You roll.
What? Continue.
What's your name?
Damn.
Anyway.
No, everybody's confused.
That's rules. What the fuck is his name? Char wannabe with the balaclava.
I can't answer that for you.
Shit, what is his name?
Wait, from what?
From Victory Gundam.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen Victory Gundam.
Anyway, some of them, like, they're not, like, the point is they're not as memorable. Like, there are 3 decent, memorable villains. One does a heel turn, like, abruptly in the middle, and they kind of explain it, but yet they don't, as you churn the butter.
You can't see us, but Dan is sitting here just dancing, just putting on the moves.
Summoning ancient war gods.
At the most appropriate time where nobody can see him. But us.
But it was super
The
dark.
best.
There was a lot of deaths. Like, one of the characters that does the heel turn, I won't spoil it for you guys. At the end, it's like she doesn't die, but it's super fucked up what happens to her. And honestly, it's a great series. Breath of fresh air compared to what I've been watching. Not like Seagull and his fucking Darth Vader escapades with a fucking flower. Which was entertaining, but was very stupid. Like, really stupid. Double Zeta shit. Camille's a bitch.
I think you're just going off on a tangent at this point.
Ramba Raw's the best. 8th MS team is still the shit. Moving on. And I also got up to date with a little series on NBC. You guys may have heard of it. Parks and Recreation. And I remember on the first episode of the podcast I talked about how I watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and apparently the guys that made Brooklyn Nine-Nine made Parks and Recreation before this. And after watching Parks and Recreation,
Why do I feel like it's a commercial of this?
it's with Amy Poehler, and she works the Parks Program, and they have Juan Swanson, who's just that guy with like the mustache, and he just hates the government.
I've probably seen the commercial, I just haven't watched it yet.
My thoughts on the government is that there should just be one person at a table, and the
Maybe I'll
table
check it out.
has a little button, and that button is just to destroy nuclear warheads, and on occasion he has women brought to him. Bobby Knight. It's just really good. Ron Swanson makes the whole series, and what's his name from Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, fucking Star Wars.
Christopher Pratt.
Yeah, Christopher Pratt, who's in fucking everything now, from the new Jurassic Park.
Yo, those pictures he's taking with all the Velociraptors, he's like, oh yeah.
He's getting
Look at this
like
shit.
he's blowing it up in Hollywood now.
Good. He's a good actor.
He's really good. He's really funny in parks.
I
too.
sure hope he starts like slowing down because they're like Hollywood has the
To use them
best
up, like,
time to
yeah.
fucking. They always just oversaturate someone until it's like, could someone else please?
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger like didn't have that happen. He like dominated the 80s.
He kind of did, but he kind of didn't. It's just that he wasn't in enough hits.
Yeah.
He had a couple of hits, and then a bunch of them were just like stupid.
Like the
shitty
one where
flops.
he got,
Like
the one where he got pregnant.
Kindergarten Cop is a treasure.
I love that movie.
There was a bunch of them that
Okay.
That was one of the mid-tier movies that wasn't a flop, but it wasn't a hit either.
Is this your Quest 64 movies?
Yes.
Okay, good.
So let's keep going on DJs.
So Parks and Recreation is really,
type
really
of
funny.
dog.
Ron Swanson makes it so much to the point that I have my Ron Swanson motivational poster that'll be in my new room, which I've been working on. And this leads me to my next segment. By the way, go watch Parks and Recreation. But what I was saying, I'm going on a complete tangent. I don't know where I'm going.
You were gonna transfer into something.
Oh yes, no. The guys that make Parks and Recreation also made Brooklyn Nine-Nine. On the first podcast, talked about my thoughts on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. After watching Parks and Recreation, Brooklyn Nine-Nine does not hold up because wow, this Parks and Recreation way funnier, better, well written, and the characters are all around better. Like, it's just a better product. In my opinion. I mean, don't get me wrong, Brooklyn Nine-Nine is good, but after watching Parks and Recreation, like, new episodes of Brooklyn Nine-Nine are coming out, and I just don't care as much. Like, it's a complete different... It's like seeing, like, okay, this is a pretty good comedy. Wait, they did another one? Wow, so that's their skill level? That's shit. It's basically that. It's like doing, like, pot and then going to heroin.
What?
And then you die. That wasn't a good analogy.
No.
It wasn't.
By the way, kids, don't do drugs. Please.
Don't! Just look at me. That wasn't a good encourager either.
That's depressing. Anyway, moving on.
So, as I also said that I've been working on my room, I'm moving my small-ass tiny room to my brother's room. You might be seeing us record there. You won't see us because we don't do live cam. Live cam, I hate it. But
Maybe
this...
if we stream, that'll be a thing.
Maybe. If you want to see my ugly mug.
I think Facecam is like semi-essential for streaming
Yeah.
because it's like
Vinny makes it work, though.
Because it's like the only time that you really get to see people who usually don't do Facecam.
It
Oh, no, wait.
It depends on the stream.
I forgot, Vinny had
Or what
that
they
bread
shoot.
cam when he was playing I Am Bread. The revolutionary bread cam. Where every time he lost, he would take a bite of bread. Fucking love Vinny. Hey, this leads us to our new segment on the podcast called God Damn It, DJ.
I feel like that's just.
So,
whenever I talk to you.
when you go to your room, and you don't like the color, you usually go out to a store and buy paint.
Wait,
Now-
where is this leading up to?
Shut up.
Listen to the story.
And
You'll
let me
find
tell my
out.
goddamn story, friend. Okay. So we go to Home Depot, and my mom's like, Dale, maybe you don't want something too dark. I mean, you don't want your room being depressing. I'm like, no, don't worry about it. I got it. So I'm going and looking in the colors, and I come across a color known as Cold Steel.
Oh,
and
God.
And hold on.
Oh no.
I
I
don't
don't
know
know where
child.
this is going.
And I didn't think it looked that bad. And I was like, are you sure? I'm like, yes, I'm absolutely sure. It looks absolutely fine. So we go to a room, we put it on the wall. And now I basically am living in a submarine of my own doing. Like, I look at him like,
Oh my god.
oh wow,
Did you put primer on the wall first, or did you just?
it's an
straight up-
all-in-one.
No, I mean like, did you paint the wall white first? And
No, it's like, because I wanted to get a dark color, so I got like an all-in-one thing.
But if you want...
So it's the primer. It's the primer there.
Usually if you want specifically that color that you see on the can, you should paint your wall white first.
Yeah.
Put the primer on.
Yeah, I would know because I painted houses with
and
that.
then you paint the color on the wall so that
Bob Sawyer.
the color that's already on the wall doesn't get mixed with the color that you put on the wall.
I think it's like a certain color that we got. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's a technique. Like I didn't feel about that, but I think it might be like it's like an all-in-one thing that had the primer with it. So maybe it had what you're talking about in it as well.
Nah, it's not about the primer. It's more about not mixing the color of what's already on the wall.
I mean, we also got like a gray tint, so I'm gonna have some accent walls, so maybe that will make it look like less dungeony.
You're going off tangent
now. Going off on this paint tangent right now. So, we gotta get moving.
Yeah, see, he painted his room and it's a submarine now.
Good.
And it's not a yellow submarine.
And now we move on to the news portion, which they're honestly,
I'm done.
you know, for all of...
Yes, you are.
Are you done?
Did you know I'm done?
Yes, you are now. Anyway,
Did you know?
Continue.
It's in the news.
Okay.
Oh my god, we're so fucking awkward with each other.
Yeah.
I talk, you talk, everybody talk.
Oh my god, step back, transition. Guess what? Metal Gear Rising 2 is most likely not a thing.
Woo!
It's
Shit.
actually confirmed to not be Metal Gear Rising 2. I'm going to shut that down. Kojima said no.
But Kojima has been known to lie. He said that Phantom Pain. He said that when the Phantom Pain trailer first came out, he's like,
I guess.
I don't have anything to do with
So
this.
all we have is a 2, so just that's it. Nothing to talk about. Taipei Games. Look up Taipei Game Show 2015 Metal Gear Rising 2. You'll find it.
It looks like Metal Gear Rising 2 trailer.
Sure, certainly
It
looks like a 2.
the same font for Metal Gear Rising. It's a 2. We don't know anything about it yet. I'm not hyped until I see a thing.
Yeah. Moving on to more something that we can actually talk about, because honestly there really wasn't a whole lot that happened these few weeks, but
I bet disagree, but go on.
one of the main things that happened that we can definitely talk about 100% a good bit is Sega destroying 300 plus jobs and downsizing and restructuring to fit more of a mobile market.
As has many game companies.
Yeah, but
especially last year.
This one's especially bad because Sega already has kind of already been in dire straits. So it's like, this is just even worse. And I can only see this as maybe them being around for maybe like 5 more years. Or they'll just get by on mobile games and PC games.
Well, they have...
Or they'll just get bought up by another company entirely.
Yeah.
Atlas will buy them from within.
No, but... Well, yeah.
Slowly picking at the Sega Corporation to make our Sonic RPG.
Sega super duper downsized. I'm kind of bummed about it. They put themselves in this situation, but I'm bummed about it. Because remember when Sega used to be up there with Nintendo, man?
Sega do what Nintendo don't. That's what the commercials told me.
That was so surreal. If you were to tell me years ago that Sega would be in dire straits, like, I wouldn't believe you.
Their console made you go, Hojo!
Hojo! Just like, it's very disheartening to see just this big gaming giant that's now belittling itself.
Well, they're transitioning.
And kind of shitting itself into a corner.
Well, ever since they're
trying to make money, so we can't really...
I can't, like, knock them, but I feel like it...
But if they weren't just shitting the bed constantly with all the IPs...
They wouldn't be in this situation.
Or lack of use of IPs.
Ever since they made the transition to 3D, it hasn't been as smooth. Like, Sonic Adventure to me is my favorite Sonics. Like, I like Sonic Adventure 2 out of most Sonics. I mean,
I think the first poor decision they made was Shenmue. As much of a good game as that is,
I don't know, man.
They put way too much money into that for very little, like, outcome.
But if that
nobody bought it.
If that Shenmue Online were here today, man, maybe we'd be saying a whole different story.
No, we wouldn't.
Nah.
I think we would.
Nah.
I think we would.
Only 2 games out of I think they said 13 or 15 game franchise.
made it.
That's too long to predict the franchise.
No one wants a goddamn 50 game sequel.
How many? I don't even think there's enough places you can go to warrant that. Like how far is Ryo gonna chase the guy who killed his father?
Shenmue goes across the world.
I mean, it's like
He's basically Nathan Drake of nothing.
you don't want your game to span like 4 consoles.
It's not great.
You don't want to go back to the first game and it look like complete shit.
Shenmue PS4 graphics.
Shenmue's
Like, when
mistake
did the first one come out?
back in I think it came out in 2000, just 2000 I think.
Yeah, it's like at that point, if you want to make a story that long, you might as well just make a goddamn Shenmue anime.
Yeah, see, it's a sound idea, but here's the problem with that. Number one, you launch it on the Dreamcast, already not a popular console at all.
Already not a good start.
Already not a good start.
Nobody got to play the first one.
And then the second one,
Your arcade port console.
yes, and then the second one came
It's
out
on
on
Xbox.
No, it came out on Dreamcast in Japan, but in the US, because the Dreamcast was basically dead in the US, they put it on Xbox. Why not put it on PS2?
Let's port because Sega was
And they had a deal with them.
because Sega was partnering up and supporting fucking Microsoft at the
They were doing
Yeah.
they had like
I
a cross
guess-
they had
but
a
it was
cross
just-
thing with the internet capability.
Yeah, but that was like poor choices on their part. Let's put it on this dead system and then move this franchise to this
Thanks for
other
help-
dead system.
Thanks for helping us with our Phantasy Star Online.
I don't think
Here.
I don't think the Xbox was dead, but the PS2 was just
The Xbox-
blowing the GameCube.
Xbox did pretty well. when it
Xbox
came out.
did well once Halo 2 came out.
Yeah.
Halo.
particularly.
No, it made Halo. It made
Halo
fun of
1 was
1.
popular on PC.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot it came out on PC. Too.
Yeah, like Combat Evolved was, I think, I could be wrong. I'm not fact checking this right now, so I could be wrong. I could be a douchebag. You can tell me I look out. Yeah. But Xbox starting off was a little rocky. PS2 was the one that really got going. GameCube struggled its whole life.
PS2
surprisingly.
is still the most sold console.
You wouldn't think that because there's all these games that people talk about and play, but nobody bought the GameCube.
Yep.
I don't know.
Hi.
Me, DJ, and Dan, not Leon, had a GameCube.
I remember I bought it the first day when I went to Toys R Us. Got Luigi's Mansion and Super Smash Bros. Better.
I guess it's with how big the Smash community is, especially how is the GameCube the least selling system? I don't get it, but
It's a shame because it has some really good games.
It is what it is.
Kirby Air Ride, Mario Kart Double Dash,
we kind of
Wave Racer.
fell off
Wave Race was on
topic.
N64.
Yeah.
No, they had one for GameCube.
Okay,
know.
so back to Sega. Yeah, back to Sega. So Sega kind of became a third party. After supporting Microsoft, it was going to be a second party for Microsoft, but that didn't turn out profitable. So it moved to all the consoles.
I love how this went from 300 people lost their jobs to here's the history of Sega.
Because I like talking about it.
No, I'm not complaining about it.
Just why they're in this situation. So then they're now multi-platform and they port their games like Sonic Adventure, and then Sonic went down the shitter. 06 Shadow the Hedgehog,
And then they released the Sega
Secret Rings.
Classic Collection.
Black Knight.
And they re-released fucking Crazy Taxi. But
Generations.
I am not fucking playing Crazy
Generations was
Taxi.
good.
I'm
Sorry.
not
meant
playing
Unleashed.
Crazy Taxi 1 without the guy. Yeah!
Good games lately. Platinum has been saving them with Bayonetta, but Bayonetta hasn't been
Atlas has been
as
making
much.
its Atlas games.
Well, because Atlas is awesome, and thank God the layoffs didn't affect Atlas because Atlas is awesome, and they'll be making their money. That's what I'm saying. Atlas
games sell.
Atlas will soon take over Sega, and could you imagine?
That's right.
Could you imagine Atlas having the rights
Just
to
put
every?
Persona 4 on it.
Could you imagine Atlas having the rights to all the Sega IPs and they just owning Bayonetta? Imagine what they could do with Bayonetta. Imagine what they could do with Bayonetta with Platinum. Atlas and Platinum.
The Persona cross Bayonetta.
I don't
crossover.
know about Bayonetta, but I probably have to
See
play
how
it. I'm
trendy
going to
that's
have to
gonna be.
play those games,
Good
but
game. It's a good game.
that...
I'll let you play them. I have them.
I have to play 2. I only played the first one.
The story is but the gameplay
Who cares
is...
about the story? Just
Story is
play
out,
the
but the
game.
gameplay is...
This is character action.
Yeah. Which is what Platinum do.
Alright.
So yeah,
So
it's...
Sega
it's
laid off 300 people, a whole office building.
Yeah, just
and one coffee maker.
Yes.
just not in very good situation. I'm not
The
exactly
coffee maker
that
had to pack up
hopeful.
its box.
Like you could say, well, Bob, like, isn't Capcom in a similar situation? Actually, apparently they've because they're not taking these crazy risks like Sonic Boom. Capcom's actually been doing considerably better.
Last year they drowned a lot of money in mobile.
They did, but apparently, like last year,
They're probably getting a good return on it.
Well, yeah, because they're probably like, fuck, we need to go back to the
They've been
No, they're
having,
probably like, now that we got the money rolling in from that mobile garbage we've been making, we can do some good stuff now.
PlayStation.
No, that's basically what they did. They kind of, that's why I didn't really see a whole lot of Capcom games last year, because like they've just been like not taking risks.
Been recouping.
What works? What sells?
Monster Hunter.
Yeah,
Apparently
Monster
not
Hunter.
Mega Man.
Well, you know.
No.
I still want that fucking Legends.
Oh, that Legends would have been so
looks so
good.
good.
Hey, Capcom, I love you, Darkstalkers.
And guess what?
Rival School.
I still want that Legends.
And-
I
and
can't get
now-
the Legends, and I still can't
and-
double get the Legends because fucking
and-
EX Force didn't come out in America.
Yeah, and now we're getting what's it called? We're getting Street Fighter V which is a partnership between them and Sony.
Yeah, so they're
Sony's giving them the money to make this game.
exactly. So
So
that's why
can't
they're
miss.
okay with that.
Yeah, it can't miss. And
Devil May Cry is coming back. Well, it's coming back.
kinda like
Better.
they're re-releasing 4 and you can play as Virgil. I hope it's more than
Virgil.
just that.
So it's not DMC anymore.
Well, there is DMC that they're doing a remastering of that.
It's just the version that should have come out.
Yeah, the
With
right
lock
version.
on and 60
So it's-
frames per sec.
So it's the Spanish version? So it's the Spanish version?
If only.
80% of the right version. That's the other 20%.
And 50% Mountain Dew.
Anyway, so not only that, also Resident Evil Revelations 2, which I'm just gonna sit back on that one and just watch and see if it's good. If it's good, good. If it's bad.
Well, I heard the list was just a port.
And that kind of leads into some other news that's kind of scummy.
Guess what else is coming to America?
What's that?
Dengeki Bunko.
Guess Sega taking these risks.
Who cares? I heard that
They're doing the same thing with Yakuza.
But
And that's a huge one.
Yakuza is a risk. It's a niche game, but I love Yakuza. I'm so
Yeah,
mad.
yeah.
But it's still a risk.
Objectively, yes, it is. We Yakuza.
How long is it gonna be free on PSN?
It's free for
I think
PlayStation Plus use for all of February.
All right, so I'm gonna.
You have all of February. No excuses.
Get it.
Yakuza 4.
I am. Pretend
Nice
that
job.
I am. I saw it. It's good. It's over there.
Yeah.
I pretend that I am bowing down to you. I am prostrating myself in front of you. Please get Yakuza 4. Experience the Yakuza, and when 0 and 5 come out, you'll know, and then you'll buy it, and then everything will be happy and wonderful again.
See, you're talking to me about. I'll try it. I'll try it out.
It's free.
It's
I know.
free.
I know.
Get it. Play it. You'll be like, ooh, I love beating the shit out of people.
Is it that type of game?
Yes.
Alright.
It's like an RPG beat 'em up hybrid.
Yeah.
I'll try it out.
It's cool.
I can't promise I'll be in love
and
with
4,
it. But I'll try
one
it out.
fun fact,
I
even though
used to
I
do
haven't played it, I keep hearing this. 4, you don't really need to play the other games to know what's going on, since it's 4 different characters.
And they even have a reminisce mode if you don't.
Yeah,
if you
they
don't
have a
like
theater
curious.
mode if you're that
don't-
curious.
If you don't have access to the other games, you can just watch the story
I'll
of
take
the
a seat
first
right
story.
there. I'll take a seat right there.
You can just watch the story of the other 3 and just be like, well, I'm all caught up.
Chris Hansen, what are you doing?
Stop it.
So yeah, Dengeki Bunko.
What is that?
Let's move on.
Do you want to play a fighting game about a bunch of animes that you may have heard of or seen, but you don't really care about that much?
Sword Art Online, the fighter.
That's all.
Well,
that
that's
matters.
just one of the
And
characters.
Shizuo, who looks really boring somehow.
And Shaka Khan and Oshana.
Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan.
No, and Orimo, the one that everybody loves with the incest.
How is that a risk?
And Railgun, yeah!
So how is that game
Yeah.
a risk? I could see that.
selling pretty well.
It might.
It probably will.
Because the Sword Art
It probably will to
fans.
like the niche anime.
Because you
fans.
know, Sword Art Online
But
is
then
like
it's
the
like-
best thing ever.
But then people would be
You
like,
know,
"Oh, it's a fighting
like-
game." So shit.
Did you know that he was shitting around as a man with a knife was coming to kill his sister? But let me have incest with my sister.
You know what? Sword Art Online is super popular, and I'm about that.
Not all.
But Dengeki Bungo is coming to America, and if it sells
That
well,
bungo gungo.
it'll get Sega more money, and I'm happy about that because
More
there are
money
some-
means more Sonic. More Sonic means more money.
I mean, yeah.
Hopefully less big red
as long
button.
as it gets Sega money.
Fuck Sonic. I don't care about Sonic anymore, really. What I want is more Yakuza, more Bayonetta if possible.
Platinum's done with them.
Hmm?
Platinum's done with them.
Oh yeah, that's right. Platinum is the wild horse. They're their own people. They're untamed.
Bayonetta 2
But they don't
story
have.
basically
But
is the
Sega has the
finale.
rights to Bayonetta.
Huh?
Bayonetta's 2 story pretty much capped it off. Like, there doesn't need to be anymore.
I don't really think there should be more Bayonetta either. But if like Bayonetta shows up in another game, like
Anarchy Reigns 2.
if there's a fucking if she just pops up in Devil May Cry World or whatever.
I would really want a new Anarchy Reigns, but that game fell. Unfortunately, it's a shame.
It
that
just
did.
needs split screen. If it was on PS4 and ran on the same engine, 4-player split screen could happen.
I mean, after that, I mean, it's unfortunate. They're probably. I mean, don't get me wrong.
See how excited we are for Dengeki Bunko. We keep going
No.
and talking
All
about
right,
other
just so we
shit.
don't go off on a tangent.
No,
though,
because I don't know any
Since we're
any anime characters
Wait,
that are there.
Here's the last thing. Dengeki Bunko. I heard that it actually plays all right. It's a pretty good
it's
game.
not awful,
For some reason, Akira Yugi from Virtual Fighter is the boss. But anyway,
Good.
as he should be.
And
Can you keep up with my speed?
I don't care about it, but I hope it does well for Sega's sake
Mhm.
because they have the sword art behind it.
They do. That is a pretty.
In
big-
other anime, Durarara, Durarara is pretty popular.
I like
here.
Durarara. Hey, even though she looks boring, whatever. You know, and you know what? If they announce an Attack on Titan character, that game is just gonna sell.
A certain magical index. I don't know how popular that is out here, but Railgun's in it.
People know about it.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Does it have?
I really wish fucking dude wasn't a striker, but whatever.
Yeah.
What?
Just Toma.
Toma.
I guess do we have anything else?
On
Yes.
other game news, Dungeon Fighter open beta.
Oh yeah, but
Coming
is it?
soon.
Is that like another month from now?
I don't know what that
Is
is.
this still like another month from now?
It's a month from now.
But it's getting so much closer. Yes.
But it's
It
we're
is.
reaching our hands
We're
out.
getting Monster Hunter and Dungeon Fighter in close proximity.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
That's
which
cool.
I don't know which game I'll play more. Probably Dungeon
I'm
Fighter.
gonna play Monster Hunter
I
more.
don't know.
I'm gonna play a lot of Monster Hunter until I get up to like a high enough level of G rank where I'm comfortable to back off from the game.
And play a little,
And then play
but
Dungeon
still
Fighter.
play it a lot. Like,
Yeah.
but we'll play DFO as well.
And then jump on the fucking Dungeon Fighter.
That'll happen in a month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And also another news. It's my birthday on Saturday.
Happy Hey, how old are you, boy?
If you don't know what Dungeon
Well,
Fighter
he's
Online is,
23.
go look it up. It's a MMO beat 'em up.
It's really good. It
It's
was
really,
one of the
really
shining
fun.
gems that Nexon had and
But
lost
then-
because they're Nexon and they suck. But now another company took it and they were like, "We love you, Dungeon Fighter. Here, we're gonna treat you with love and catch you up with the actual Korean version and not be a million updates behind."
The only thing I'm worried about, well, not worried. The only thing I'm like questioning is like the whole if it's gonna be English voiced or not, because apparently there was like a poll
Yeah.
that was like keep it all English, or is it like
English voices,
English voices with like English voices, Korean monster voices, or like I don't know. It was like
Korean
weird.
voices, Korean monsters, English voices, Korean monsters,
Korean,
English voices, English monsters, or
just
You get the idea.
Or just no
a
or just
mixture.
nothing.
Speaking of a
I
company,
mean, the only one.
Wait, we're not. Stop trying to cut us off. Wait until we're done, and
I thought
then
you were done.
No.
Alright, never mind.
The only honestly English voice I really want anyway is just the potheads. That's really it.
That's why I was just about to mention that. I'm upset that they're just not going to do the merchant and NPC voices.
They're not.
No,
Damn.
none of their voices are going to make it.
Wow.
The two voices I wanted was fucking Dungeon fucking the pothead. You gotta
Spend money to make money.
and the blind swordsman dude.
What did he even say?
It was like, fucking, see with your sword, slash with your heart, or some shit like
It was
that.
just some like
Guide your blade.
some just like really inspirational shit.
And of course, one of the ones that I just think about on occasion for some reason. Wouldn't it be cool if I can infuse my bullets with Nen?
Yeah. So, not. I mean,
DJ, what were you gonna say?
Dan wants to go home.
What?
Dan wants to go home.
well, yeah, we have more news, but we'll bring it up in the next podcast. We're
There's
sorry.
one more thing I want to say that's semi-important. Fucking, everyone stay away from Pirate Bay.
What?
Oh yeah. Stay away from Pirate
No,
Bay.
Not like it
why
used
are
to,
you
but
still
okay.
going to Pirate Bay?
Because it's back up. And it was one of the top fucking torrent sites.
Yes.
Not like I ever used it, but why can't we use it anymore?
Because apparently
The FBI has a hold
the
of it.
FBI is taking IPs.
Yep.
And is like, apparently they've secretly like grabbed hold of the new Pirate Bay and is taking IPs. So be
Oh,
careful
so
out
So,
there.
so
it's
Pirate
like-
Bay is basically a trap to get to see if you're being a shit and pirating.
Yeah.
So now-
tread
so now
the waters
they will
carefully.
They will know now.
Tread those pirate waters carefully.
Tread those waters carefully, my friends.
But
But also pay for stuff.
Pay for buy things, you lazy fucks. Get a jam.
Steam, so much Steam sales.
Steam. Wait yeah.
Music, get a fucking Amazon account. Get an
Yeah,
Amazon Prime
Amazon
account.
Music.
Shit's like $5
Rhapsody even. Pandora even.
I say we take all the computers that hold the accounts of Pirate Bay and dump
Push
them
it
into the
somewhere else.
Boston River. We'll call it the Pirate Bay Tea Party.
I think that's just what this episode's gonna be called.
Pirate Bay Tea Party.
Monster Bitches Pirate Tea Party.
Yeah.
Of Monster.
Good.
Nice.
Dot.
And with that note, Nintendo's being a shit.
And
Oh yeah, with the whole content program, but I feel like
They're being shits.
we'll bring it up briefly just so we have it, and then we'll talk about it on the next podcast in more detail.
In about a month.
You say that.
It's probably true.
You're
it
true.
might, but we don't know that. Anyway.
Or we could just have a sit down of, hey, what do we think of this? Whatever.
Anyway, can we do the transition out?
Alright. We're ending it now.
Transitions.
We are transitioning this episode directly to you.
Now this is the end of this episode.
And
We got a good hour 12, so
Please take a look at our new theme right now. Enjoy.
so long.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Good.